Reports of him being out in the street were all false. He was in the house by himself alone. My name is Cluren Williams. I'm the brother of Lawrence Perrish. They call me Jinx and they call him Pickle. The owner of KKMG, a music label based out of East Austin in Austin, Texas. Unfortunately, my brother was shot 9 times by the Austin Police Department. Typically don't survive these type of encounters. So it was a miracle that my brother survived this situation. He's being wrongfully housed in prison right now, like a prisoner, for no apparent reason. We haven't been able to see him, and we don't know his real medical condition. They also haven't asked us or mentioned anything about any type of surgeries that would consider him losing any type of limbs. They basically signed off all surgeries to cut off and remove his pinkies without our permission also. So yeah, this situation, man, it has brought us all together as a community, as a whole, as awareness, man, that we still not getting treated like humans. Still not getting treated like humans. We still not understanding why he's not receiving the medical, he needs in his condition. He's not getting that type of medical. He's not receiving any type of correspondence he may need to even be released. They letting him out for only an hour a day. Literally, I don't understand it. And they just got him basically sectioned off from the whole population in Del Valley Jail right now. So, yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you were going to tell us about some of the events leading up to that?
Well, my brother was shot April 7th by the Austin Police Department. They initially said he was shot 7 times. The nurses and the doctors came and reported to me personally that he was shot over 9 times. That day I received a call from him earlier that day. He was his typical self. I'm not sure what was going on in his home, but it was some confusion and things like that over there. But no big deal, wasn't no physical abuse with him and his spouse or nothing like that. So I go over, I check out his house, or check on him, see how things going. He isn't there. He leaves, he go get something to eat. He calls me and he's like, well, everything's all right. Don't worry about this. I'll see you in a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I kind of shake it off, don't really pay much mind of it. Reports of him being out in the street were all false. He was in the house by himself alone. At the time, man, it seemed so unreal because I wasn't thinking my brother would go out like that. But luckily, God was there to protect him. And like I said, he's a miracle. He's a walking miracle now. He's not walking around, but he will be. We're gonna get him out. And like I said, my main goal right now is to get him out and get him in our custody. I'm afraid that the Austin Police Department has hidden evidence, maybe removed evidence, or even planted evidence to cover up the disgrace and the lack of responsibility that they're supposed to uphold as we place them in these responsible places as a community. We uphold these officers to do their duties, and now they're trying to cover it up, and they're trying to run his name in the mud. They're trying to call him a drug dealer, a drug abuser, possibly a gang member. We don't know what they're gonna come up with next, but we do know that they put him on the news in stripes like he been in prison. He ain't been in no prison. He ain't been in no TYCs. He hasn't been in no state jail. So why he can't have a picture with him with his family? You know what I'm saying? If it would have been anybody else kid, or if it would have been a white boy or something like that, they would have had him up there with his family or a school picture of him. Hell, the white boy that go in there and shoot all the kids at the elementary school, when they get him is a picture of his high school yearbook. But my brother, on the other hand, ain't shot nobody, ain't walked in no schools, shot nobody, ain't shot nobody on the street, ain't got no history of shooting nobody. The first picture they throw up of him is a picture in stripes like he's a killer. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how the media like to construe things, manipulate, and control the mass.
So tell me about some of the things that y'all were doing in the community prior to this situation.
Prior to this situation, we already had been first hands-on with the community, getting right with the children, you know, so with the youth, giving back to the youth, establishing a firm ground in the community, letting them know who we were, letting them get used to seeing us, letting them know that we cared. Go out and help with the youth football, basketball, track teams, you name it. We got with all the local black-owned businesses. We got with them. We utilize our services. We cross-promoted. We spent time and money for the last 3 to 4 years giving back to the places we felt were most needed. It wasn't that we were on some old color rampage, and if you weren't black, we weren't trying to support you. No, it wasn't like that. It was more of a responsibility, more of an obligation that I saw that we deserved to give back to a place that we lived in, a place that we helped, you know, build up. And give back to a place that we took so much from, in our ignorance. There's no coincidence. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, you know, have backgrounds. We do things coming up, and they're not all right. And to clean that up, we go out and we make sure that we spend the time that we got left doing right and trying to give back. That's what we've been doing, and I hate for the recognition to finally come on my brother's life. But he is the new face, you know, of this movement. He is the face. I'm gonna be the voice until we get him home.
A lot of people don't know that or acknowledge that y'all have been in the community for all these years that you're saying and really been active. Like, there was a video on LP's Facebook of y'all at the egg hunt last year that y'all helped put together and different things like that.
Around the same time, it was crazy.
Yeah.
This same time last year, we were giving back to the whole east side. Money, food, golden eggs filled with cash. Almost every egg we hid had cash in it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And this same time, this exact same time last year, my brother had on his heart and his mind to do something and give back, and now it's time for that same person to get that support. You know, I'm gonna make sure that we clean his name up. We got different stories out there in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying he shot at the police department first, and then they come out and say he didn't fire a gun, but be shot at so many times and not be shot in the front of his body is just ridiculous to me.
So he was shot in the back?
He was shot in the back. He was shot 3 times in each upper shoulder, close to his head, 2 times in each hand, and 1 time in the face. For that person to be shot that many times, for those bullets to come in, even through his hands from the back, we just, knowing scientifics and common sense, we as a whole, we don't just stand up for police brutality, but we against all senseless murder. We against all senseless rape. We against all senseless violence. We against all senseless illnesses. We tired of y'all dropping these illnesses on us like they just come from anywhere, and we just, come on, man. Everybody not just getting sick out of the blue for nothing. We tired of y'all manipulating and playing with the water. Everything you can think of that has been a hindrance to me and my people, oh yeah, we tired of it. That's for sure. Especially the stereotypes. It's a time that you have to clench on to the little people and the people that you know for sure love you. You have to clench on to that. The little good moments you do have, those, if there are spurts, if you only have spurts of those moments, you clench on to those moments in your mind, right? You clench on to those moments so you can utilize them as you go on through your day, knowing majority of the time it's gonna be hell on earth. You gotta do that. You gotta do that now. You gotta start building up some type of stand and say, man, hey man, I'm gonna start living for something. I'm not gonna fall for every trick. I'm not gonna fall for every woman. I'm not gonna dip into every well. I'm not gonna let anybody come and drink from my well. I'm gonna start keeping some of the things that I got for me and the little people that I have that do care about me, and stop overlooking them every day, worrying about everything else that goes on. You wind up spending more time on Facebook than you do with your children. You wind up being on Snapchat more than you do with your girl. You wind up being on Instagram shooting pictures and getting all the boys to like your pictures than you do paying attention to your man. And these things has plagued our society. They ain't giving the attention to too many other places, and the attention is needed right in your own home. The attention ain't needed in Cleveland. I know it's a lot of stuff going on. Here it is, you got water, something that comes out the ground. The ground is dirt. Can't nothing get dirtier than dirt. Do you understand me? Nothing get dirtier than dirt. And the water you drink, the most purified water you can swallow in your body, comes out of that dirt. And nothing's more dirtier than dirt. But get the purest water. To get the purest water, you gotta go in that dirt and dig deep. Dig for purified water will come right out. Water is pure already as it is. So just imagine what they do to the water to tell you to buy water out the store because the water not good. Just imagine how much stuff you got to do to water, and it comes out of dirt. Purified. Water cleans you before you clean it. So think about what you got to do to water to get it dirty. You got to do a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to have people buying water out of the store for it not to be clean and not able to drink. I guarantee you. These are things that people they got to start being aware of. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on. And you can sit up there and say, man, I want to save the world, I want to save the world, I want to save the world, while your mama got cancer. What you gonna do? You gonna save the world, or you gonna try to save your mama? We are plagued with these decisions. So I ask people all the time not to try to be Superman or Superwoman, that knowing that change starts in your home, with your own child, with your own brother, with your own mother, with your own pastor, with your own friend, whoever there is in that home with you, whether you adopted, see, whether you wind up getting kicked out 13 years old and you living with your homegirl and her mama is your mama now, and you just trying to get through so you can get through high school, get through college and have a better life, and you don't hate your mama, but someday you gonna go and tell her what you did to me made me stronger, and y'all reunite when you get 35 years old and you got 3 kids and she ain't never seen her grandchildren and all this beautiful stuff happen, and then it all started off as pain. You're a hypocrite. And you out for selfish gain. Because everybody that care about you overlooked. Everybody that is somebody, every God that you can praise to, you never seen. You never seen a God that they tell you to pray to, but this woman or this child or this man that sit with you next to you every night and day and deal with you when you cuss them out, when you mad, when you happy, and when you hungry, when you tired, when you don't feel like being. When they sit up there day in, day out, and you overlook them to go help somebody else, you wrong, man. You want to change. You want to help the world. You want to do something big. You want to do something special. You want to make history. You stand with me for one, for something bigger than you. You stand with me. And then before you leave out there to come stand with me, before you come and you meet me, or you call me, or we meet up, or I see you face to face, and if you ain't took care of that in your house, your household, If everybody ain't cool, if you and your brother had an argument last night and you ain't wake up and say, bro, I don't matter what we argue about, I love you, and you kiss him, because I can't kiss my brother right now. And you ain't did that, and you come and you talking about we need to make plans to do something, man, don't come around me, man. I don't want you ain't planning to do nothing. And you ain't gonna help change nothing. You are part of the problem. You are the problem. That's where you start at. You want to stop racism? Start in your house. You ain't got to have a bunch of money. You ain't got to have a bunch of cars. You ain't never had to graduate. You ain't never had to have a GED. You ain't got to be black. You ain't got to be white. You ain't got to be tall. You ain't got to be short. You ain't got to be bad. You ain't got to have good credit. You ain't got to have diamonds. You ain't got to have rubies. You ain't got to have a unique name or pretty eyes or none of that. All you got to do is make a commitment to yourself to stop overlooking what's in your face and start dealing with your household first. And then once you get that straight, I guarantee you, you will know how to make a change in the community. You will know how to make a step in the community. You will know how to support others in the community. I said all that to say this, that our lives matter, you know what I'm saying? What I mean by our, I mean our children's lives matter, you know what I'm saying? Our grandchildren's lives matter. Because those are the people that's going to be presented for our future. They're going to be the face of our future. So you have to be willing to look down that far so you can be able to appreciate today. If you can see that far, I guarantee you, you'll start appreciating today a lot more. Start with the home, start in the house, make a change, stop looking over everything, stop turning the other cheek, get involved, get involved, get involved. I don't care, Black Lives Matter, no matter what organization you jump in, just get involved, okay? Please get involved. KKMG, support the movement, man. Free pickle juice. Free pickle juice.
How are some ways they can directly support you and your brother? Go
to the GoFundMe page, Lawrence Perrish GoFundMe. Look it up, Lawrence. Last name Perrish, P-A-R-R-I-S-H, a.k.a. Pickle. It'll be on there. You can contact me on Facebook. My first name, Cluren Williams, on Facebook. Or you can reach out to me through Google, firstname78gmail.com. We got the Instagram, Jinx D2100, Snapchat, KKMG21. My brother's still in the hospital right now. If you need to contact me directly and it's urgent, you need to speak with me, you can contact me at 512-997-5540. Again, that number is 997-5540. You can reach out to me like that. But if you want to reach out and you want to support, you want to donate, we got the GoFundMe page. You can hit me direct. We'll be set up periodically. The next setup we got is Thursday. Givens Park, we'll be down there. We're going to have a conference. We're going to get some chief of police and stuff like that involved. Go down there and talk about some of these things that we can change. And like I say, man, it's time for everybody to start voicing their opinion and getting involved, because a lot of times we sit there and we say, well, this shouldn't be right, and this should be like this, and that's not right, and you think you can't do nothing. I mean, I thought that. I thought I couldn't do nothing. I've been in prison. People ain't gonna listen to me. What y'all want me to tell y'all? Y'all don't care what I got to say, you know. But that's not true. You don't know who will listen to you. You don't know what you say can, you know, how it can help somebody. You don't know about getting up in the morning and say, hey, you look great. I don't know you, but you look great. You know, and not really just go head over heels with it, you know, be, you know, real thirsty with it, but you like, hey man, you look great, hope you have a good day, don't know you, and you don't know what that do to that person. You don't know what saying good morning does to a person. Good morning, how you doing? Good morning, all right, God bless y'all, take care. You don't know what smiling does to another person. So I always encourage people to do those things, because that's what it's about. It's about thinking outside the box. And if you are that type of person, or if you thought thinking outside the box would make you get sectioned off or people wouldn't like you anymore, let me let you know that it's that time. It's that time to be creative. It's that time to be real colorful. It's that time to be beautiful, you know what I'm saying? The way you want to be, you know what I'm saying? I promote that. That's what we about. That's what it's all about. And we support it. Like I say, go to the GoFundMe. Free pickle, man. Shout out to everybody that's supporting us right now. Like I say, get in contact, get involved. Go to the GoFundMe, Lawrence Perrish, aka Pickle GoFundMe. If you want to donate, if you're a musician, you want to donate some of your crafts and stuff like that, get with me ASAP, and then reach out to me, and let's do this together. Let's pull together as a united community, as a love for the community, man. No justice, no peace. Free pickle juice.